Well, it's been a tough day here for Cloud9 fans. I'm joined right now by Blaber after the unfortunate loss to 100 Thieves that will move them out of attending Worlds. Blaber, I think a lot of people had expectations that you guys were maybe even going to come in 3-0 today. So I'm sure that what a lot of fans are curious about is what happened. So I'll just start with that.
I'm not sure. I think we were all super confident we'd win this series. I think we were all confident we'd win the Fly series too. But it just feels like when we go on stage, maybe that, I don't know, either we don't do much or we throw our leads. And then, yeah, I don't really know what to say about our series just because it just feels like we're winning and then we lose, or like we just get blown out of the water.
Yeah. Do you feel like the issues that you had today were around it all during the regular split? Because to me, as an outsider, it feels as though like playoffs, suddenly everything changed for you guys and you started dropping these matches or these games. Do you see issues today that were around in regular split, or was this new?
I felt like during regular season, we were playing a lot more clean, like as in like when we were winning, we didn't really throw. Like that's why we didn't lose to any of the bottom tier teams. Because like when we were winning the game, it felt like we just win the game.
Yeah.
And then I felt like now it's like we're winning the game, and then we just, something bad happens, or we take a bad fight, or we, I don't know, move around the map poorly. I also feel like we regressed a little bit in our team fighting. Felt like we were probably one of the best team fighting teams in the league.
Yeah.
And now it feels like we go into a team fight and we just lose in our playoff games. Maybe our positioning is bad, or I don't know what's going on, but we, can't really win our fights either.
There was some chatter on the desk and online between games about the drafts that were being done. People feeling maybe unsure about the Nidalee pick or just some of the other choices. Throughout the match, did you have any strong opinions on the drafts? Do you think there was any moment where 100 Thieves just got the better draft?
I mean, I think our game one draft wasn't ideal, but I felt like we were so far ahead. I mean, I don't actually know the gold and stuff, but like, I felt like we had control of the third Drake. We kind of just gave them their control back, and after that, like after we lost a couple fights with Nidalee LeBlanc, I mean, obviously we can't really come back that easily, just because we're our champs. Or if you make a mistake playing Nidalee LeBlanc, like you're gonna lose the game. And I felt like we made too many mistakes, and also maybe didn't pressure enough early. I'd have to rewatch the games, but I think anytime you pick Nidalee, people are just like, "Why are you picking Nidalee?" You know, everyone just hates Nidalee, unless you're Canyon. So, yeah.
Similarly for LeBlanc, do you think that she also fits into that?
Yeah, I mean, we were having a lot of success with LeBlanc in scrims. Obviously, didn't have any success with her today on stage, but yeah, we had a lot of success with her on scrims, so that's why we played her.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on 100 Thieves after the series? Because I think, as is always the case of these moments, some people are like, oh man, C9 fucking sucked today. And then there's other people that are like, 100 Thieves are gods. So as somebody who was in the match, where do you think this match falls on the C9 fucking sucked and 100 Thieves are gods meter?
I definitely don't think 100 Thieves are gods.
Yeah.
I don't think we suck, but we kind of suck.
Yeah.
I think that 100 are definitely significantly worse than TL and Fly. So I don't expect them to make finals. But I also will say they're not a bad team. Like, after they changed ADs, I felt like they improved a lot, and they're actually like a pretty decent team now, I would say.
Yeah.
So I think they played well on the day.
Yeah.
I think we played poorly on the day, but yeah, I'm not too sure.
What do you think are North America's chances at Worlds this year? The ephemeral question.
I think that NA has a good chance at Worlds this year. I mean, I'm not expecting them to win, but I feel like
Any games? Yeah. Or you just mean win Worlds?
Yeah, I don't expect them to win Worlds, but like I think they for sure can make it out of groups. I think TL are the real deal.
Yeah.
I think that their macro is really good, and they know how to win games. They know how to draft to win games as well, and I'm really looking forward to watching them play. And I think that FlyQuest are also quite good.
Yeah.
I would say they're not like TL, like they're not like the macro kings or whatever. Like they don't play like that, but I would say they just have good team fighting and good players in general. So I think both teams are pretty good, and hopefully 100 can do something too.
Yeah. Apologies to anybody who's hearing sound. Whenever we went out here, it was not windy, and then the moment we put the the camera on, then suddenly the wind kicks up and starts hitting our mics, I'm sure. Okay, so looking back at this past split, what, I know, hindsight's 2020 and it just happened a few moments ago, but what would you do differently, or what do you think C9 should have done differently ahead of playoffs or as you got into playoffs?
I mean, I think it's hard to say. Like, I think we just needed to play better because I felt like we improved so much from spring to summer. I felt like a big problem we had in spring was our communication. Everyone was talking too much, trying to tell each other what to do. Thought their way of playing was the right way, and also we weren't playing as a team as much. Felt like we were indecisive on our decisions, and I feel like going into playoffs, I was feeling very confident. We were doing well in scrims, and then felt like after losing twice to FlyQuest, the first 2 games were FlyQuest, felt like we lost a little bit of confidence, and then we were kind of back to like our bad communication, I would say, and then I felt like we were kind of reverting back to the last split after one like bad sequence, which I felt kind of sucked. But I think we just needed to play better overall. Like, I felt like a lot of the situations we had good situations in the game. We couldn't close out, couldn't team fight well. Like, I feel like those are just individual stuff. And obviously, I think we had really strong laners, and we weren't pressuring enough in the games, I felt like, and that's also on me. So, yeah, just overall didn't play that great, I would say.
Yeah. I always wonder for a player like yourself, because I think when you are a new player, it's a situation where, okay, you spend the whole year going up to Worlds, and then if you don't make Worlds, it's like, ah, damn, I gotta like reset. But then eventually you become a player that's frequently making Worlds, hopefully, and then you go through the whole year. I'm sure your expectation was that you're gonna make it because you and FlyQuest and Team Liquid were so solid. So what is it like for you in these moments where you're like, oh God, I've been doing this for so many years. We were supposed to go to Worlds, and now it's just, nothing. You're kind of in a holding pattern until January.
I mean, I haven't thought about it, to be honest, too much.
Yeah.
I was expecting to make Worlds, so
yeah.
I haven't thought too much about what I'm gonna do. But I'm thinking about streaming maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Find some stuff to do. But
is this like when JoJo says he's gonna stream?
No,
Okay.
not like JoJo. Like,
okay.
But I'm just thinking about it right now. Right, I might not do it.
Yeah.
I don't really know what I'm gonna do. It's a long off season. Next year it's also gonna be 6 teams instead of 8.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen. Like,
there'll be 8 teams.
Yeah.
There'll just be
true.
only 6 of these teams.
True.
Yeah.
Sorry, 8 teams instead of, or I guess 6 and the LCS teams.
Yes.
I haven't thought about it too much. I don't know. I feel like I played the whole year to go to Worlds, and not making it just sucks.
Yeah. Well, is there anything that you would like to say to any of the fans out there?
Yeah, thanks for supporting us, guys. I know you're very disappointed, probably, you guys, in us not making it, and I'm very disappointed in myself and my team. So hopefully you guys will keep supporting me next year and C9 next year. So thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the interview, and looking forward to seeing what you guys can bring next year. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage right here on my YouTube channel, and be sure to tune in next week for Live Hotline League at the finals.